Here's a couple short answer ones for you.
Okay.
How do you deal with students that always want to go to the nurse for minor things?
That's a good one. You could do it a couple of ways. One, you can go, hey, do we need an ambulance? Do we need to call 911 and go that approach? Or you can send them to the nurse, and as they're going to the nurse, you contact the nurse and say, hey, and then they're talking to parents or the teacher and say, hey, I'm going to make a tally mark every time you ask to go to the nurse. So that way you have a communication, you have that. Whatever you want to do, you want to make sure you have it documented and communication on there. So that would be, that's a 3 type approaches that I usually take.
If it's a kid, that's what we label as a frequent flyer.
Frequent flyer.
I just always say, do your best, forget the rest. Like, it's like, you got another stomach ache? Do your best, forget the rest.
Do the best and forget the rest.
You got a sprained ankle? Do your best, forget the rest.
Yes.
And we also have, like, if they choose not to participate, I do have a little parent note form that we send home.
Yeah.
But for my frequent flyer kids, and it's all about knowing your kids. Like, it just comes down to, if you got that kid that's going to have an issue every day, you can't send them to the nurse unless that's what the nurse wants. Obviously, you got to check with your nurse and see. Whereas some kids might have a medical issue, they might need to go to the nurse. But
having those
just about knowing your kids.
504 and everything. Yeah. So make sure you got everything set.
That's my default. Is if I got a kid that I know is gonna every other class, I'm like, do your best, forget the rest, man.
Yeah, man.